YouTube. I am some writer. I am a director, script writer, and an aspiring author. Now let's get into my sketchbook, and this is sketchbook number 5, started on April 8th, 2025. On the left-hand side is my OC Cosmo, and also some to-do lists and all the sticky notes I do in school. Then for this one, I can't draw a side view. I can now, but I couldn't then. More to-do lists, and Ophelia is a book character of mine, and then Mini Boss again. She's just my little bean. And then I drew a mermaid because I was bored. Mini Boss again. And my sister got me this little mochi, and I named him Spork, and I was obsessed with him. And then I have a little photo of my favorite son ever, Eric, on the right bottom corner, because I love him so much. I love my baby. And you can see I love him because I drew him again. He's blonde. He's stupid. He's crazy. I'm actually writing his the before role play right now before he gets his horns and everything. And I'm obsessed. I can't stop writing it. It makes me so happy. And then there goes Ophelia again. More to-do list. Then little derpy Erics on the right hand side. I love them. They're so cute. And then I did that for an art fight, and that was for pin for the art fight, and I love their OC so much. And more to-do lists. Oh, and the frog is Albert the frog, or is he a toad? We'll never know. And he's from a science project I did, and I'm obsessed with him. And there is Jai-Hae, which is Eric's older brother. And I also became obsessed with him after drawing this photo. More sticky notes from school. I'm just weird like that. Oh, and I made this painting after making a potion. I just think it looks cute. It took forever to dry though. And then I also collect receipts, and I put them in my sketchbook because I'm very forgetful. More receipts. Albert the frog. A random character I decided to draw. And there goes Eric again. I'm also just obsessed with drawing eyeballs. This is from a book that I'm writing currently. We're just going to call it the Fantasy Project because that's what it is. It's fantasy, but it's based off of something that happened to me in, 8th grade? It was just a very crazy time. So that's my self-insert, or me, Rowan. And it's also interactive, so you can pull down the eye. And I had more sticky notes in school to fill up the rest of the page. And then there's the Novan Drodzev, and those are the initials of the book. And look at the peep, and I made a little potato, and I also made him a little pop-up thing which says the vampire, then Fanny Fusco, another receipt, and I made another interaction thing where you can look at some other outfits ideas I have for them. Any other side has magic potion, magic spell, a love potion. And then there's Naven, who doesn't have a last name because he's an orphan. And I made the the waterfall thing. And it's a barn owl, wolf, a worm. And there goes Eric again. Hello, Eric. I made a long-legged mini boss, so I'm I made a mistake. Oh, I remember why. Oh, I got asked out by a guy, and then the guy stopped asking if he's allowed to go on a date with other girls, but we weren't dating. So I said, "Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't care. We're not dating. We're not having any commitment to each other." And then he told me he wouldn't be able to take me out anymore, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I found out he's taking another one of my choir friends to the thing he was going to take me to, because the guy's friend, we're going to call this guy what? M. And M then asked me because he had a crush on me, but I don't like him back. Very. And I was like, oh, I feel bad for trusting the first guy in the first place. I think that was it, right? Wait, what day is that? Oh, I think that was something completely unrelated to what I just said. Whatever. Anyway, there goes Cosma again, but without all the hair accessories because I didn't feel like it. And yes, I did put a wrapper in my sketchbook because it's shiny. Punk Tactics. Do not ask me what the letters are about. I don't remember what song they're from. Oh, there goes Cosma again, but angsty. And more to-do list stuff. My receipts. And I actually, that is the, what's it called? I have words. The thumbnail from my miraculous redesign video, which I'm working on. I don't know why it's taking me so long. And then another art fight one. OC4. Yeah. That's it. It just says, oh, Hyper. There we go. Hypers from my the Royal RP collab server. Yeah, I think I did a really good job on that one. I'm actually really proud of that one. That is not a real passport. Relax. It's just one I got from my dad's job. And then we did some blackout poetry. None of it makes any sense. Nothing makes sense. And I don't like how it warped the paper though, but I think it's really cool. And then I got my 7-Up sticker from my friend, and I decided to put my Skittles packet in there because why not? I also drew a little jellyfish and a Kit Kat wrapper because why not? And then, oh my god, okay, so it's Denovan, but like I drew it really badly. I hate it. Okay, I hated his original face, and I hate this one a little less. And I just says crochet kit, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, it's bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. And then I do this little bit, and then I like drawing on dark paper apparently because I did it on like the last page. And then, as I said, obsessed with drawing. Maybe a little obsessed with drawing. Maybe. And those statistics up there were from like my class did this or that all the time, so that's that. And the cup is from my ceramics class that I did, and there goes Eric, and I really like that drawing of that girl. Looks very cute. And then a quote from my teacher: more eyeballs, men, more Eric. I really, really, really hated that drawing of Eric. He looks ugly. So I drew Eric again, way better this time, and then made him call himself ugly. Because it's ugly. I hate it. And then I did a self-portrait of myself. I don't know why I turned it sideways, but I guess I did. And I drew that in front of a mirror. I don't know why I made my head so big though, but I think it's really good because I don't usually do self-portraits. And because so many of my pages were like, you usually see one side is scrapbook, the other side is an actual drawing, and I haven't done that for 2 pages, and I just had a bunch of stuff. So I made a whole page dedicated to scrapbooking. There's fist bumps, there's Cosma, there's statistics, there's a ghost thing, There's eyeballs. It's just a lot of stuff and little faces. I love it. And a pencil. And then there's Luna, who is Eric's twin and Jaehae's little sister. The trauma that I gave to this girl is insane. I love it so much. I'm gonna make a whole video about them now. And I might even write it into a book because I'm obsessed with them right now. And because I'm doing a role play of it and I'm writing it down and I have like an actual copy of it, it's gonna be so much easier to write. Usually all the books I write are the role plays or based off of real life events. And the role plays are from like, obviously I'm changing the people's characters, so they're more of my characters than theirs, but just based off of their characters. But to be fair, we never even finished the one I'm really excited to write. And you'll never know what that is until I actually write it. And then there's Mini Boss. And I think I was writing a song. Oh yeah, it's Eric's song for Luna. And there's a girl with a star and two puffballs. Eyeballs are like, and statistics. And then I like drawing hands, if you couldn't tell, not haven't tell. And another receipt. And another receipt, because there's no such thing as too many receipts. And then Cosma. I drew this random girl. I had no idea what I was going for, but I just wanted to draw. And then I did all eyes across this little tiny piece of paper, and I think it took me a couple of class periods to do. It was just taking forever, but I love it so much. And I was going to use it as a bookmark, but I'm scared it's going to smudge. And then receipts. And then Luna again, looking completely different. Because I can't keep a consistent art style. Ever. But I like her braids in this one. But typically she has her hair out like in the other one I showed. And then there's the sword. Because a lot of characters of mine have swords. So they need better swords. I need to get better. And then there's the sun. Which is another... 2 suns actually. Representations for, you guessed it, Eric. Because I'm obsessed. And then eyeballs, hands, eyeballs on hands, stick figure. It's just some weird stuff. And then there's Quinn from the project I told you I wasn't going to talk about, but I guess I am anyway. I love Quinn. And you're like, wait, your name is Quinn. I was like, I know. She's a self-insert for a reason. She was my main roleplay character. She's also my second favorite OC child. My first one is Eric. And she places number 2. And then I'm writing songs again because I'm weird. And then there goes Eric again. But his face is cut out. And then there's this weird girl with stuff on her face. More tiny little bits expressions for you guys. Statistics, eyeballs, stick figures, a mouth. And then this is the stuff. I think I'm going to post this after the miraculous thing. So that video should already be up. But yeah, I made Ladybird. I know that's not her name. But we're going to call it. It's not her name. I forget what her name is, and I don't feel like looking it up. But it's the Marinette in my universe after the rewrite. And then more songwriting lyrics. And I think that's Milane. Right. I think that's her. It probably is. And Milane is actually from the same role play that Quinn is from. So is Joe. And so is Max. A lot of them are from that. Right? Yeah. And Finn. They're all from that. Does that mean I'm gonna have to change their names? Yes, but I already picked new names for them for the book of the previous page. And look, I didn't want to be a half-blood. Nah. Receipt, Professor McGonagall. A random girl. My Melody, Pum Pum Purin. And then it's Stripes. I remember his name, but I don't remember whatever Marinette was. But this is Adrian's Cat Noir redesign. More receipts, a water bottle thing. The sun up Poseidon. Eyeballs. What if beside the eyeballs? Oh, that's the date. Okay. And then more statistics. And then miraculous featherclaw. Math notes, an eyeball, a mouth, a random guy with a hunch. You know, this came out way before what's it called? K-pop Demon Hunters. And I'm probably like, oh my god, why is everyone talking about this movie? And then you're like, or you're like me, and you're like, I love this movie, and it should be everywhere because it's amazing, and you would be correct. And that is the only right answer. But it kind of looks like the symbol on his shirt. Aww. And as you can see, this is May 16th, so I didn't just go back and add it. No. I finished, well, I'm recording this. I already started the 7th sketchbook. So, I'm like, what, 2 pages in? And I haven't scrapbooked the stuff I wanted to scrapbook yet. Yeah. And there's a hand, apple, stick figures, receipt. I probably said receipt already. And this is storyboarding for Miraculous Featherclaw's first episode. More math, stick figure, Annabeth Chase, Hello Kitty, an eyeball, a face, more tiny little expressions that I like drawing everywhere. Then notes for Miraculous Featherclaw and receipts. I love receipts. And then this is my, what's it called? Oh my god, I can speak words. My Disney rewatch for the summer, and I finished it already. I even added Teen Beach movie, but I decided against watching Hannah Montana and the Wizards of Waverly Place reboot and High School Musical, the series. I just felt like it was a lot after watching all of Wizards of Waverly Place. I don't like the reboot for Wizards of Waverly Place, though. I don't like it. It's weird. Also, they introduced prophecy, which wasn't a thing. They're expanding. Oh, Quinn, they're expanding it. And I'm like, no, they're not expanding the world. Also, Justin's keeping his powers after marrying a mortal. What? Also, Max being a multi-billionaire from just making sandwiches is ridiculous to me. But it's a Disney movie, a Disney show. So what are you gonna expect? And then this Jai hand again, because I said I'm obsessed. Oh, also, back to the Disney thing. While I'm talking about it, she says that she just moved on 5 seconds ago. I love Zombies 4. And you have to comment below and tell me if you're a Descendants fan or a Zombies fan. I know a lot of my friends are zombie fans. I mean, not zombie, Descendants fans. But I'm just saying, the 4th zombie movie blows the 4th Descendants movie out of the water. And you either pick a girl who lies all the time, or a girl who sticks herself into like any minority as possible. This. But hey, the song slap in every even movie for zombies and slap every movie for Descendants. And there's stick figures, random people, a random head with a smiley person. I don't know why you're smiling. You're not allowed to smile. Oh, look, a flower! So I guess that says the 16th. Is that supposed to be the 26th? I'm sorry, I just saw something from the 20th. No, because a couple pages back, that says the 16th. How are we going backwards in time? Oh, that does say the 16th. I'm ridiculous. Anyway, The next page, a weird little bit army thing. More math, a pretty girl. I think that's supposed to be Ophelia, if I'm right. Yeah, more faces, a mouth, stick figures, faces. Oh, and then this is my final project for, oh my god, for ceramics. And it came out so beautiful, so puppet. But I don't have the physical thing. It's at my friend's house because she picked it up from school for me. And I love it so much because it's about my babies. It's about Luna and Eric and Jahane. Jahane. Oh my god, why did I say it so weird? I turned southern. Now I can't go back. Nah. And let's talk about the scrapbook side. Oh yeah, I'm not southern anymore. And I don't know what I'm writing at the top in that green thing, but whatever. And there's eyeballs and faces and mouths and quotes and stuff and a star. Speaking of stars, look at this ugly thing. I was making a Cosmo redesign video, which has also probably already come out already. But yeah, I hate it. I still don't like it. But I like the new design way more, which you'll see later. And then you have these girls I randomly drew. I think they're pretty cute. I don't know, I was obsessed with crop tops though. And then there's this weird Luna drawing. It's so round, it looks weird. And then there's that random guy in the corner. I love that random guy in the corner. I feel like he got punched in the face. Get punched in the face too hard, and now his face is like remotely messed up. And then there's a girl in a swimsuit. And then if Milane had fluffy hair, or was black, I guess, if Milane was black, that's her. A stick figure, two eyes, and a mouth, and a hand. You can't escape the hand. And this is the map I used to help write the book where Rowan, Felix, Fanny, and Avon are from. And yeah, this is a key for it as well. And there's two sides to the key. I'm two-faced because I'm a Gemini. Whatever. And then I go, and this is Moody, which is a representation of Jahane actually, instead of Luna. Don't ask me why. He just is. It fits him way better, as well as a pedigree for the Fusco family tree. I love it. And it's basically how magic works in this world, where if your mom is a witch, then no matter what you are, you're a witch. But if your dad is a witch, but your mom isn't a witch, your dad is a if your mom oh my god if your dad is a witch and your mom isn't a witch, you don't get powers. So sucks to suck. And then there goes Sunny. There goes my bud. Cause you guess who it is. It's Eric. Basically because his hair looks like the spikes, and I was like, oh, he's such a baby. That's my son. He's also drawn with dandelion yellow. I got it from my brother lives with his grandma. So when we went over there, she has like these really old crayons. So she has dandelion yellow. And I assigned a petition to get more dandelion yellow that day. Because I'm like, I'm never going to be able to draw with the same accurate crayons ever again. And also a pedigree for the Felix family, which is my character's family. And they got magic, alright. They psychics. So it's a heavily male dominated thing. but she got it. She has it somehow. It's magic. She's I'm the one at the bottom left-hand corner in the fourth generation. And then there's Cloudy, which is the Luna one. And I love Luna. And I gave her that shirt because it's cute. And on the other side is my career symposium, computers and technology notes. I didn't want it because I signed up for nursing and business. But all I got was these white tech bros. It was so stupid. I hated it. And I wrote down some questions for my business one. And then if you open it up, oh look, there's drawings. Because I draw. And then here is all of the notes I took. It's a lot. It's a lot. And they were like, oh, do you have any questions? Because you were do you have any questions? Because you were writing a lot of notes. And I was only writing a lot of notes just in case if I ever wanted to go into technology. Because it's one of my backup plans if I don't become an anesthesiologist, which is a knocked out doctor. Yes, I wrote Japanese. My Japanese is getting so good. Except I can't use Duolingo anymore because they're using AI, which goes back to this thing. And basically he was like, oh, do you have any questions? Because you wrote a lot of notes. And I was like, yes. And one of the guys, I forget which one, all their names are right there to when they say something. I had to ask him because my math teacher told me to ask the guy, oh, what do you think about Frisbee? Because he does Frisbee. And so I had to ask him about it, and it was very awkward. And he's like, well, what about Frisbee? And I was like, I don't know. I was just told to ask. And then they were like, oh, your math teacher asked? It was like, yeah. And then this is Sunny's thing. He liked me for real, for real. I need to watch all of the Bluey episodes, minisodes, and movies right now. And since I gamify everything, I think it's like over 1,000 points just to watch all of the episodes, the minisodes, and the movies. And then there's a spiral, and then there's stick figures, a healing heart, the cool guy, and the why do white men stare at me? Because that was from the Tech Bros thing and my business thing, and this old man kept staring at me, and it freaked me out. I hated it. My God, I hated it. And then there's hands. And then this is Moonies, and it's like I want to be alone and not talk to anyone for the next 48 hours until I recharge. And that's me. It's me. They're all me. And then there goes my beautiful receipts. I love my receipts. And then this is Cloudy's. It's okay to just take your time, sweetie. And I call my friend Sweetie. Oh, so one time I called my guy friend Sweetie, right? Well, we were just, and I do it all the time, so it's fine. And my friend that's a girl was like, oh, I think he meant you called the cupcake Sweetie. And I was like, no, he knows who I'm talking to. And he was like, yeah, I do. I don't feel romantic things for anybody at the moment. And if I do, I squash it, but never him. So, also, another one of my friends about the guy who asked me out. And I made that whole rant thing for no reason. Because that was about a completely different person. He's friends with one of my friends. And he was like, oh, that guy said you called him cute. And I told him that doesn't really mean anything. Because you call everybody cute. That is a correct statement. It is a correct statement. I even call one of my guy friends a little baby. And I do it all the time. And he knows I do. And he knows I don't feel anything romantic for him. At least I hope he does. But yeah. And then they're all three of them together. With little My Hero Academia and what's it called? Hello Kitties, Sanrio style. And then I made little expressions of them. And then I made a flip me with a TVTP, television, toilet paper, and Rise of the Turtle. The Turtle Ninjas is a Garden Hearts reference. So if you ever see Garden Hearts and you watch and you remember Turtle Ninjas, I'll be so happy. And then when you flip, you take out the card. It's just a error screen. And then when you put it back in, it's a sunset. And then I drew them all in graphite because I wanted to see if they would look good in graphite. Sunny does. I love Sunny. Looks so beautiful. And then I tried. We got this box of Korean snacks from H Mart, and these were so good. My dad ate all of them, and I only got one. It's an epic reference. A man with a trail of bodies. Woo! I sing a song of past from. And that's actually the owl. That looks like a penguin. And then the cool guy, stick figure, an eye, a face, a little bit's mouth, another little face. And then I had to give Mooney a satchel with pins. I love my pins. I have so many. I have like 12. And because his outfit was very boring without color, it looks good in color, but without color, it doesn't. So I had to give him something. And then it's me and my friend talking about the tech bro thing. And one of the guys, Jonathan Butts, said epic. So I'm like, is that an epic reference? And I'm the guy on the inside. This is what my math teacher told me. This is May. Dang, man. Are we almost done? No. And then I had to make what's Cloudy's more interesting because it wasn't working with just the shirt and the pants. So I gave her shorts and a cardigan over top of it. More stuff about the tech bros. And I gave Sunny they them pronouns, even though why'd I say pronouns, even though Eric is he him. He did something. He just felt like a they them to me. And then mouths, more mouths, a couple faces, little line expression guys, and eyes, and a weird sketch of a stack figure, and then a hand. And then it's all of them together in their new designs, because I had to remake them. And this pretty lady, she kind of looked like my mama though. So yeah. And more stuff about the tech bro guys, the cool guy stick figure, mouth and a mouth, a line expression, and a little bit expression. And then here's the new Cosmo design. I love her. She's so pretty. I love you. And then I made like a naked guy for some reason. And I have a lot to say. Yes, you do, my friend. Yes, you do. And then little facial expressions and eyes. Stuff from Wawa. There's this guy Drew church. He's not real. He's just a random guy I drew. And then I do something reminding me of Sunny. I do poetry, and I love my poetry. I submitted it to my school's writing club, and I submitted things. And my dad was like, you have to give your brother's mom a copy of it. And I was like, no. And then it goes mini balls and eyes. I don't know what that thing at the top is, though. I wonder what that is. And then I made a soul thing during church, which is crazy. Drawing a fake God while I'm in the presence of the real God. Ooh boy. But I think he looks pretty cool. It's weird, but I love him. And then random girls, random goals and notes from church, even though I didn't get many, because it wasn't just speaking to me. I was worried because my grandma was touched by the Holy Spirit and I didn't know what was going on. But God, more little bits faces, angry rants of me. What? And then I drew faces. I drew Eric and Sunny, Mooney, Cosmo as a star, hands, mouths, faces, and not faces, hands, mouths, eyeballs, and little vent art. A random guy, another random guy. Name him in the comments. What shall all the unnamed guys be? Then eyes, a house, eyes, and a nose. Oh goodness, they're advancing. Another stick figure, random confused expressions, and I try to draw braces. That's cool. And then Cosma, but she looks messed up. I don't know what's wrong with her. Her chest looks inflated. And then, I had to count all of the A's I got in the past couple months. So I wanted to see how many pins I would get. And then I drew that eye shape of all the characters. Then I wrote their names in it. So it's Cosmos, Sunny, Moony, and Cloudy. And then a random girl. It's Amanda. It is Amanda. Alright, I love Amanda. That was her old design, though, before we got a new character designer. And then rid of this or that thing, and I was trying to draw Cosmo, but I ain't finished. A face. Cool guy. Stick figure. Hand, eye. Mouth. Sunny, Moony, and Cloudy. Face. My babies. A face. Mouth. Pink girl. Yellow lady. Oh my goodness. I know who you are. It's Ophelia. You can't hide from me forever. I love her army outfit though. Yes, she's from Los Angeles, I guess. And then a random girl with a star shirt, an eyeball, and veins. Ooh. That's Millie with short hair, apparently, and random doodles of people. There goes Eric with even bigger, fluffier hair. And a lot of stickers, My Hero X Sanrio stickers with big mouth. I hate those teeth though. I thought it looked so good, but then it doesn't. And then the two Luna drawings again, because I can't decide on the distinctive style of how I want to draw her ever. And I hate the Luna on the right. I hate her, okay? She drive me cuckoo banana. I hate that girl. And then the one on the left isn't that bad. It's not awful, but it's also not the best. And then there's the little baby. Hi. He looks so sad. Then there's eyes on hands and hands on eyes. And a mouth and face. And a faceless guy with my favorite number on his chest. So that's cool. And stars. Oh, these some watercolor paintings I did. And some statistics. And my teacher said something really stupid. He said current 9th graders back then, when talking about like our survey we were supposed to do. And I was just so confused because I'm like, what do you mean current? You were 9th grader. You were new 9th graders back then. That would be a better way to say that. But she said current 9th graders back then. I was like, what are you talking about? No receipt. And there's Axton Billion. That is my favorite gender fluid RP character. And I worked on some of their backstory roleplay. I don't think I finished it. But yeah, we're gonna use she for this video. She's 24. And a hand and a face and receipt. And then Jaehae and Luna. I hate this drawing. I think they look so stupid. But I also like that it's like a phone photo, so that's cool. And there's Cheese. Cheese. If I did vocal stems, I think Cheese would be one of them because I just say them when I don't know what to say. And little bit faces and hands and flowers and stick figures and the sun and the number 5. I don't know what that's about. It's my favorite number though. Reach for the stars. I think I just wanted to fill that page because that's an ugly drawing. And then there's, oh my god, it's Cosma as a star. And I love that she's canonically a star. It's my favorite thing. This is on the page. Cosma is canonically a star. Mouths, faces, eyeballs, random people that I just made up to draw. And then there's this girl with an oob and bow. And then little bits army with Sanrio stickers and a face, an eye, a faceless girl. And then it's it looks like Tinkerbell, but I never intended her to be Tinkerbell. And then it's Sunny, Moony, and Cloudy, the little stickers I have. Receipts, there we go. And drawings of random people, and me saying rah. And then it's Sunny, Moony, and Cloudy again for the second page in a row. And then the little bits soldier, and it's cool guy, and then it's a Garden Hearts thing I drew because it's a plug. Everything's a plug. And then spring, and this random girl, I hope you're okay. And that is the really weird drawing I did of that face. And then me trying to write my name in cursive. Quinn is so hard to write in cursive. And then Bryn's my best friend. And receipts and spirals and eyes and stars. And this random girl, this other random girl, receipts. Then there's Cosma, but I painted her. Her hair didn't come as dark as I wanted, but I didn't feel like going back and making it darker. Then there's Ophelia again, and then there's Eric, but you can't really see the pencil underneath the marker. And then there's eyes, mouths, and faces, and a stick figure. And I drew this in crayon, and it's just a stick figure, stars, eyes, noses, mouths, a weird patched up girl that looks like a baseball, eyes, mouth, me writing Sunny, Moony, and Cloudy. And then there's the Eric painting, which I'm really proud of. I feel like this one came out so well. And I love that his quote is just, cheese. Cheese. Meanwhile, his other quote was, I need to watch all the Bluey image. And then, oh, this is from the song, what's it called? What's Going On by Madeline May. I love Madeline May. She's on tour right now, actually, at the time of filming. It's July 22nd. And then I did this cute self-portrait, and I feel like that turned out really well. It turned out way better than the original one. And I feel like that's a lot of improvement for what, like 2 months? It's a lot of improvement. Then more sunny and cloudy stuff in this little comic I made for fun. But it's mostly just sunny, moony, and cloudy. Then the green page, where I just picked random stuff and I drew it. And then the blue page, where a girl, little bits army thing, another girl, with ripped jeans, eyeball, and little bits and a star off of Eric's shirt, an eyeball, and a nose. And then there's the red page, and I feel like that turned out really well. And that's the end of this video. Oh god, how long was I talking? 40 minutes. I'm sure it's good. It says 47 minutes now, so I guess I should edit some of this down. But thank you so much for listening to me talk for almost 50 minutes. Please like and subscribe. Name of some of the unnamed characters down below. Leave questions about my characters. Leave questions about my art. And I also got this sketchbook from Five Below. So, and it's very thick. It's a very thick sketchbook. It doesn't really even close now. I'm just rambling now, but thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.